Alright guys, welcome back. This is segment number 5, and again I made a mistake of saying visit me in segment number 4 next time, but that's because I'm not really paying attention to which segment I'm on. I'm just playing poker, and I apologize for that. So here I have ace 10, and the guy in the big blind has around 3,600 in chips, so that's about what I'm going to make it. It's not that great of a hand, but again it's more of a blind steal, but I like the fact that he only has this many chips, because, oh, this guy does too, but we're going to, you know, I only risk 3,600, so I'm very far ahead. I don't know what the hell he's doing with king deuce, but, and he hits a king. I need an ace or a queen. There's an ace, so okay, so I win that one. Just king deuce. He's just desperate, so I pick up a pot. And guys, if you are just joining me, this is part 5 of this video series, and this is a tournament that I'm playing on Intertops. It's a 25-cent buy-in. My name is Bruce, and thank you for joining me. So we're gonna fold 7-4 suited here. Okay, so I pick up pocket eights. I'm in early position, and it's also noticed that the small blind was knocked out last hand, so there is no small blind. Because I am in early position and the blinds are going up, or they did go up, I'm just going to limp for 1,200. I could have raised, and I probably should have raised, but I'm in a new table, so I don't know how my players are playing, so I'm just going to limp. Maybe I'll get an 8. Sometimes I do, and we'll just see what happens. Okay, so we got to raise. He's in good position. He was a little hesitant on the raise. Took him a little time to make that raise. So we are going to call it. We're going to see what happens. Maybe we'll get an 8. Horrible flop. So just going to check it. Probably just going to fold it. There's a lot of money out there, but it's just not what I was looking for. And he bets. I mean, he's only got one more move, and that's all in. So we're just going to fold it. Oh well. And again, I continue to get my good hands early on. So, okay, we're gonna raise it this time, because last time we didn't raise and I was biting myself for it. So make it a 3,000. Hopefully we'll just get some blinds. I don't mind a call. Again, I have a good hand, so take the pot. And this one we're in the big blind with ace 9 offsuit. It's not a very good hand, but at least we do have an ace. But we're gonna fold to that, because he's got a big stack. Early position raise usually indicates strength, so. Just going to fold it, go to the next one. Okay, 7-5 offsuit in the small blind. He makes it 3,600. We're going to fold it. Okay, 6-9 offsuit on the button. This is a spot where I'm going to make a blind raise. I'm going for the blinds only. Could be a very bad play because I don't have any good cards, but I just want the blinds, and it worked. And the very next hand, I have ace-king. Now, what's good about this is that I just made a blind raise. So if anybody wants to make a play against me, I have a solid hand this time. So I'm going to go for the same raise, 3,600, which hides my bet because it's the same exact thing I did last time, and it looks like I'm just stealing the blinds. It's what it looks like, but it still works. So 2 blinds in a row, and that's good because the blinds are more valuable, you know. Okay, so we just got down to, I believe, 4 tables of 10. We have 40 players left, and 10 players left until we make the money. And I just got to switch tables again, so another table full of people I don't know. Now, if I was keeping notes on the players, I would, be able to tell from the previous tables, but I'm not a very good note keeper. That's just because I have it all in my mind. And online poker, you don't need to keep notes so much, because you're rarely going to see these players again. I pocket 4s. This is a spot where I'll probably limp. The big blind has 50,000, so he's got a pretty good stack, and I don't want to. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if that was the same guy that had that big stack in the last table. So we'll just call. I mean, we're bound to hit a set occasion. Eventually. We've had a lot of pairs and haven't hit a set in a long time. So, if at all, I don't remember. Hopefully it checks. We get to see a flop. So, okay. So interesting flop. We flopped a straight flush draw. But those are really our only outs, or the straight flush draw, in my opinion. We need the 8 or the 3 of hearts, because any other heart gives somebody a better flush. So we're drawing to 2 cards, in my opinion. I mean, we also have the straight draw, but people get excited about seeing this hand. They're going to say, "Oh, I got a straight flush draw, open-ended straight flush draw." Oh well, you have a low flush draw. That's what you have. You have 2 cards that make you a straight flush, but any other heart makes somebody else a better heart. So, of course, I folded, and I would have hit my straight flush, but. That's just very unfortunate. That is the proper fold, I promise. So, we're gonna see what happens. I mean, I hit my straight flush, but it was a bad fold. He had a set of sevens, so that would have been a very profitable hand. My mistake, you know. Don't know if that was a good fold or not. He bet 6,000, so it was a pretty big bet, and it was already called. I believe it was a proper fold. And again, I keep getting these small pocket pairs early on, and I still haven't hit a set. I would have hit a straight flush last hand, but the odds of that are just ridiculous in the fact that it hits. Of course, I miss again. Although I am in good position to represent a queen, I would have easily limped in with a hand like king queen or queen jack. So I would have bet if he didn't, but I'm going to fold it. And sometimes poker is just frustrating like that. Like, I know that was the right fold when I had the pocket fours. Like, and then the 8 hearts just gives me a straight flush, just like a slap in the face. But I know it was the right fold. So, okay, so the blinds are higher again. They are now 800 and 1,600. So now every round there's 3750 out there in the blinds alone. Those are pretty valuable blinds, especially like to this guy who has 9,400. You know, 3,400 or 3,700 would increase his stack quite a bit. I don't have a very good hand at all in the big blind. The button limps in for 1,600. That's usually a weak play, limping in from the button. But it could be a monster. And we missed. No telling what he has, really. I mean, he could have any random hand. I could raise here. I could. He's a very quick bet. It's like a little stab. That's what that is. You know what? We're going to do a different play. We're going to call, and we are going to check again. We're going to really make him think that we have a 3. If I had a 3, that's what I would have done. I just would have called. Proper play here would be all in if I had a 3. So this could be a horrible play. Could be a horrible play. But we will find out. I do not want to call. Obviously, I do not want to call. I did hit a pair of 6s, but I'm completely bluffing. Representing a 3. And it worked, so. And there's no telling what he had in that hand because he limped in from the button. That's a odd play. You know, usually people come in for a blind steal from that position, so him limping in tells me he had a hand like queen jack or something just okay that he wanted to play. But, yeah, so my play worked. Here I have 7-9 offsuit. I'm already halfway in there for 800. So if he gets around to me without a raise, I will call the 800. And I usually always do call if I'm halfway in there, depending on what it is. So I flopped an open-ended straight draw, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to check it, trying to see as cheaply as possible and see what they want to do. He's got 7,000, so it's very likely that he just shoves all in which case I fold. But I'm not going to fold here, no way. I missed. This guy's got a big stack, so if I hit my card, I get paid. And he just keeps min betting it, so I have to continue calling. And I really missed everything, so I'm just going to check and lose his hand. Unfortunate, but okay, now I have pocket 9s on the button. Finally, I have a hand on the button rather than being in early position. But knowing my luck, I'll probably get a big raise all in or something, so. And in this spot, what I'm going to do, this guy only has about 7,300 left, or he has about 8,000 total, so what I'll do is, if it gets folded to me, I will raise it about half the amount of what this guy has. My intention is to, well, that's exactly what he does. Here's another play that I'm going to make. I noticed that this guy is, in my opinion, he's doing the same play that I would have done. He's trying to take the blinds. So I'm going to just go all in. He put in 4,000. I'll take the 7,000 that's in the pot if I win the hand. Plus, if not, I have pocket 9s. And there's 33 players left. So maximum pressure is applied to this guy. And he's not going to want to call it. I'm almost positive he's going to fold. But I have pocket 9s, so I'm not worried about him calling. I mean, there's a very good chance that he's just trying to steal the blinds. So, and that's exactly what he was doing. So, okay, so I have king 8 of diamonds. And I want to notice that we just made the money. There's 30 players left. So how I could come in for a raise here. You know, he's probably doing the same thing that I was just going to do. But I'm just going to fold it. We've made the money. This is kind of a new level. You know, people now can tighten up again, or they can get aggressive and they can say, well, I just made my dollar, and see, that's what he was doing. He was waiting all that time just to make his $1 back, and then he just shoves it in when he gets a, well, he picked up a decent hand, but, you know, and he gets unlucky. But, man, I would have had a pretty good hand, too. Would have lost, though. Diamonds and a king. So, yeah, so now it's a new level. You know, now we're down to 28. 2 people just went out in that last hand. People are basically changing the game up again. You know, they're going all in. They've now made the money, so part of their goals have been accomplished, but not mine. My goal is to win this tournament, and I'm still going to play the same way I have been. So, pocket deuces, mid position. I'm just going to limp if it gets to me without a raise. I'd probably just fold it if one of these guys raised. I mean, I'm looking for a deuce on the flop, and he raises. Like I said, I'm just going to fold it. You know, I could hit a deuce, but I'm still sitting with 1 pair of deuces if I miss, and it's just not worth it. I have a decent stack. So I just wanted to mention again, now that it is a new level like this, now that we have made the money, you kind of want to stop stealing the blinds so much. Like this guy is continuing to steal the blinds, but you can either, you know, stop stealing the blinds so much because people are gonna just say, F it, I'm gonna go all in because, you know, I've been waiting this whole time. What, like this guy just did. This is that guy from the previous table who I called an idiot. Remember? And he's just all in with nothing, and he's gonna win that hand with it incredibly, but. That's just awful. Awful. That's another play with the jack deuce here. That was another play that you will not see in a bigger game. You know, at the World Series, you'll never see an all-in with jack deuce, pair of deuces, or, you know, it's just something you won't see in a solid poker game. So here's the lobby again. We're down to 27 players. So next payout is 25th spot, which is $1.40. I'm in this tournament for $1.10. So right now I'm losing 5 cents if I go out next. But if I get to 25th place, then I make, you know, 30 cents. But like I said, my goal is to win this tournament. So 310 offsuit. Blinds are now 1 in 2,000 with a 200 chip ante. So they're that much more valuable. 4,600 in the pot every time. I'm gonna fold 310. Yeah, so I just had queen deuce in this hand. And if you guys have been following my videos, there was a hand in a cash game a while ago that I had queen deuce, and I mentioned that it was my brother's favorite hand. And the reason that it was his favorite hand is because he likes the fact that it's 2 ladies. Well, I thought I should just go ahead and follow up on that and say, you know, my brother is now in a relationship, which he's not about the 2 ladies anymore, so his girlfriend would probably not like the fact that I said that he likes 2 ladies. He's just a 1 ladies man now, so maybe he likes ace queen a little better than deuce queen. But 7-3 offsuit, big blind. Really hope they just fold to me because I'm in the big blind by myself. And I just have a horrible hand, so it's just me and him. Hopefully he folds it and I just pick up the 1,400 from the antes. But I know he wants my 2,000, so he folds it, I pick up the 1,400. And I'm going to have to put another end to this video, and I believe this is segment number 5. I keep losing track of which segment we're on. A whole lot going on, but I'm in a small blind. I'll play this hand. I have another minute and a half or so. So if it gets around to me, I'll probably just call the extra 1,000. I will not call a raise with this hand, but so I will limp in. I'll call the 1,000. You know, we're just 2 random hands here, me and the blind. I'd probably hit the flop a little better than he did, so it's. I'm just gonna check it. You know, thinking I have the best hand. Now I picked up a diamond draw. I'm gonna put a little more money in there. I'm gonna put 2,000, just a min bet. He calls. I hit my diamonds. I'm gonna do a crazy play. I'm just gonna check it. I'm gonna hope that he bets. It's just a hope. You know, he doesn't bet, but wow. It was a very good check by him. Very good check. He had 2 pair in the river. So, all right, I have 10 seconds left, guys. I appreciate your time for watching, and I will see you in segment number 6. Have a good one.